There we go. Boom. We should be set up. Hey, can y'all hear me? Y'all good now? Y'all good? Put a 1 up if you can hear me. Y'all got a 1? Y'all hear me? Yep. There we go. Yeah. Let's get it back. Let me get my shoulders together. A lot of cats was like, yo, G Bush, what we doing? Hey, you listen, I heard about the news. Is you doing the barbershop anymore? Stop playing. Listen, I don't care what I'm doing. The barbershop is in the building. We cool, whatever. We're not going nowhere, right? You thought I was going to be on a day off? Come on down. G Bush ain't going nowhere. We ready to talk draft in here. So come on in here and get this thing together because we need to get talk about this. I'm going to ask y'all. I was scared straight on your boy. I was scared that first day of the draft. When I woke up this morning and I seen what we had did yesterday, I was completely upset. I'm not going to lie to you. I was in my bag. If you listen to me on the radio, I was on the radio today from 8 to 12. Make sure you check out the barbershop, by the way, every Saturday 8 to 12. I was watching, I was looking what we got. And, to me, I didn't understand what Andrew Berry was doing. I was confused. I was like, hold on. So you meaning to tell me our corner, we had 44, and I'm looking around and I'm like, well, there's Pickens on the board. There's Sky Moore on the board. There's all kind of linebackers. N'Kobe Dean is still on the board. I'm looking around and I'm seeing all of these people that's on the board, and I'm confused as to why we're trading back. And then I did my show. I came on and was like, man, let me get Mary Kay on here. Let me talk to her real quick, see what was going on. And she did call it out. She called it out. If you want to go back and listen to this segment, make sure you can download the Odyssey app, go listen to the segment. I said, Mary Kay, we went corner. We just drafted. A corner last year in Newsom. He's going to be a stud. We just gave Denzel Ward $106 million. He's right. He's one of the richest dudes in the game. Gritty Williams had a cold-blooded year. I thought he did himself some justice last year. We still got Troy Hill. What's going on, Mary Kay? She said, listen, let me tell you this. The Vikings general manager jumped ahead of the Cleveland Browns. The Vikings jumped too ahead. The Browns were going to go on the clock and get the kid Booth, defensive back out of Clemson. He had been on the scouting team. The Vikings GM obviously comes from the Browns, right? He had been scouting this kid for all of that time and knew that the Browns wanted to get him. And he's a smart business move. Just jump right in front of him like, go ahead and give me that. Nope. Give me that. Like he was singing a Chris Brown song. Woo, 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 woo. Give me that. Browns is like looking around like, I don't know. We got to trade back. Let's just trade back. Let's get trade back. And we end up with my man right here. And you know what? I was hard on my guy. Let me add him to the stream. We end up with this guy. Martin Emerson, number 1 overall pick. Let's get right to these grades. Before we get to these grades, by the way, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that button. You can donate on Super Chat. You can donate at GBush91, at GBush91 on Cash App. You can also, Super Chat is available if you're a YouTube user. We will be getting your comments hot and heavy. We will be going through all the comments that you guys want to talk about, your players. We will have an individual grade for every one of these guys, so you can do that start down. So let's get into it. Let's get to this Martin Emerson, right? Let's get to his draft grade, because I'm going to tell you what. This grade actually changed a little bit for me. For me, that Martin Emerson grade is a C+. And let me tell you why. It was a C. It was average to me. He has a really good Pro Football Focus grade. He's really long. He's lengthy. He has decent speed. He's a guy that is a 6'2" type corner. He's moving around. And I think that when they took Booth off the board, they moved back and said, you know what? Basically, everybody above or after this pick at 44, we believe is a wash. That's a wash. What we're talking about right here. So when we talking about him, they drop back, pick up another pick in the third round, and so this didn't make any sense until the trade today. The Browns come out and trade Troy Hill. And after the Browns traded Troy Hill and they traded him back to the Rams, this pick started to make a lot better sense to me. Because now you're thinking about it like this. Okay. Booth is gone. The kid from Clemson, you drop back because you got a certain grade on a lot of players. You drop back and get some more picks. You draft this kid. You know you're going to get rid of Hill. They send Troy Hill back to the Rams. So when Troy Hill is back with the Rams, now you're looking at a situation where now you got your corners in Newsome, Ward, Greedy Williams is still here. Here's the problem. Greedy Williams is on a 4-year deal, right? So Greedy Williams is an individual that you're looking at that he's on a 4-year deal. And so maybe if he balls out, even if he has a great year, he has a stupendous year, guess what? You're still not looking at it as a situation where you're going to be able to pay him big money because you just paid Denzel Ward. You just paid him, and Newsome is a first-round pick. So this pick, as you're looking at it in the scheme of things, makes a little bit more sense now, doesn't it? Because you already knew we didn't know we were getting rid of Troy Hill earlier in the day or yesterday when this pick took place. So for now, I got this as a C. I got that pick as a C, and let's talk about where we go from here, because I got that pick as a C. And there's one thing that I want to do. I wasn't going to go out of order, but I'll go in order just for the sake of playing the game, right? So we continue on. Let's get to Mr. Alex Wright. And Alex Wright was a wrestler back in the day for WCW. It's the Wonder Kid. It's the Wonder. If you know, you know. Let's take a look at Alex Wright, man. Matter of fact, make sure you can subscribe, hit that like button. 63 people in here. Make sure all 63 of y'all is represented in the building. You can also definitely super chat to get your voices heard on the stream. We will get to the comments in just 1 second. Let's get to Mr. Alex Wright. Let's go ahead and throw him up here. Now, this I'm not too much of a problem with. I gave Alex Wright a B-. The reason I gave him a B- is because I had John Costco, Pro Football Focus, on today, and he said out of the pass rushers that were available, this kid had one of the best Pro Football Focus win percentage, the true rush percentage, in terms of getting around the corner, in terms of winning one-on-one battles with tackles. I thought this was a better pick. I liked it, and it goes to a position of need. So at this point, I give it a B-. I think he's twitchy enough. I think he has some good skills. I think this guy is a guy that they're looking at as in terms of, hey, this is what we're doing with Takk McKinley. We need to replace Takk McKinley. This is the guy who's going to be able to sub in, try to give you a pass rush. I like his burst. And with this pick, when you're picking in the third round, I'm not too salty about that. in the third round. I'm not going to give it a bad grade because at that point, you dealing with grades that are pretty much the same. All the grades are pretty much the same at that given time. So we're looking at that situation and definitely taking a look at that. I give them a B- on that situation with Alex Wright. And that's a situation that I think that the Browns did a pretty good job considering grabbing an extra pick, coming down to the round 3 and getting a guy like that. Let's get to some of your comments as well. Let's go ahead and let's get him up out of. Let's get you back up off the screen. All right, here we go. Let's get to some of those comments, man. Make sure you guys are done. My man Devin said this ended up being a good draft. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It started off being rough for me. I'm gonna tell you here coming up in a couple seconds where exactly it picked up for me. And where it picked up for me. And you all over it. Hey, my man Marcus Collins, man. Until we got Perrion Winfrey, You all over it. You all over it, big bro. You all over it. To me, this draft turned at that point. Before that, I was in my bag. I was hot. I didn't want nothing to do with it. I'm like, I got on the radio today. I'm like, come on, bro. AAB, what are you doing, man? You got these corners. You drafted. You missed all these dudes that could have helped you out. And so for me, I'm looking around like, you don't get a Deshaun Watson and then plea bargain back. You don't backslide. We can't backslide. We was half stepping. So I looked around and I said, look, we got to do something day two. If y'all don't do something day two, I know something, man. Let's see. And all the C station. That was a good one. Browns trade Hill to the Rams for a 2023 fifth round pick a couple of hours ago. Look, that pick right there makes a lot of sense. Cake Fresh. That makes a lot of sense. Now we know yesterday, we know exactly why. We know exactly why they drafted the kid from Mississippi State, because they already knew they was going to get rid of Troy Hill. Troy Hill, I think the Browns thought they was going to get a little more out of him. Let's do some. Let's get it in the chat. In the chat, hey, let me know. Let's do this, man. Let me know what your thoughts were. I need. Let me get the grades for. Let me calibrate my grades. So let's go back to the first pick. I want y'all to go ahead and calibrate this with me. Who you got in terms of my man Martin Emerson? Put your grades in the chat. We'll read those out. Put those in the chat. We're gonna make sure we're gonna do this. We're gonna do an assignment together. Make sure y'all paying attention at home. Now, just to be a reminder, let's show them what G. Bush had. Show him what G. Bush had. I gave him a C+, right? That's my grade. Let's get to the chat and see what y'all got in here. My man Patrick J says C-. Let me get them grades in here real quick. Mark Miller says B+. The hype is real is a C. Spencer, what's up, man? Shout out to Spencer coming in third place, man. You got him for a C, man, in the last big race. Oops the Great, B-. Christian Powwow is B. Mark Miller is a B+. John Brown is a B, just B+. What up, John? What's good with you? C-. B- from Chad the Trucker. Javante Jackson, Liberty Outdoor Adventures, B-. Let's get it. Rob Hill, especially in the third round. Hey, all right. So let's get back to this. You guys have definitely got it's about the same. B+, C-. I think we all in the same group for that. Shout out to my man Jason Browder, B-, C+. Okay, let's get to the other one. I don't want to do too much. Let's add my man right here. So let's get back to this one. Let me remind y'all what I put for him. Alex Wright. I gave him a B-. In the chat, let me know what y'all got for Mr. Alex Wright, defensive end out of UAB. Third round pick, number 78 overall. I think he has a little wiggle to him. I think the Browns, at that point, you can't ask for too much more, right? B- for me. It could have been, I even got him teetering on a B a little bit. But I'm going to go with B- because I'm hard on them, because the Browns are supposed to be guys that's supposed to be in the championship. We're supposed to be swinging for the fences. So let me see what y'all got going on here. Let's go ahead. Liberty Outdoor Adventures, C+ for Mr. Wright. Cleveland BCL or BCI is a B. Got a B for that one. Let's see what we got. Oops the Great, solid B. Rob Hill, B+ for especially traits in the third round. Marcus Collins, C+. Javante Jackson, second day guy, C. Sammy Elway is a B. Brandon Bagley, C for the right, but not C for right, but he has a motor. I'll take the motor. And last but not least, Chad Tucker is a B. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's go ahead and we off to another one now. So basically, here's how we starting off. I think on average, I think for the day one guys, for the first three guys, I think people is very. I like the fact that you guys ain't homers. I like the fact that we ain't homers. There's a lot of dudes, A minus, G Bush. I'm gonna give everything an A minus. Get up out of here. Everything's not an A minus. I like the fact that we ain't no homers up here. We keep it real. That's what the barbershop is about. We keep it 100. We listen, because I thought this, to me, I love Andrew Berry. You got me Deshaun Watson, but I was sketchy as heck that first day. So let's continue to move on. Let's see if I can get these in order. So then we get the next guy. Now, this one was divisive for me because the David Bell thing got me. What hurt my soul was when Sky Moore was there and we didn't pick him. And then the Steelers went and got Pickens. I was mad as hell. I was like, bro, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Browns go up and they eventually did get a receiver and they get David Bell. Now, listen, third round pick, 99 overall. Now, here's my thing about him. I don't have no problem with him. I actually watched a couple games where he was balling. He put up some yards against some big time programs. Iowa, he did his thing. The thing that gets me is it's the top end speed. How many times we come in here and we say, yo, we need this. We like Jarvis Landry, but we want a burner. We need somebody to get vertical for us. And the thing that David Bell does not do all that well is run. 4.65 guy. He was one of the slowest guys in his position group at the combine, but somebody put you on the game. Jarvis Landry ran a 4.7, and we want him back. So speed is not the end all be all, but let me tell you something though. The kid can get open. He can run great routes. But for where I got him at, but for where they took him and for what was on the board, where we were at if they stayed at 44, I wasn't so sold on it. I got to give him a C+. C+. To me, he's not what we was trying to get. We already moved on. Listen, this is the newest version of Hollywood Higgins. This is a Hollywood Higgins-ish type of player. He got group production. He's in the Big Ten, but he ain't moving away from nobody. And you heard what I said. Drake London is a guy who got drafted by the Falcons. And I said, I like his body type. But listen here, bro. If you ain't getting no separation in college, what you think you're going to get in the pros? What you going to run pick routes and rub routes the whole year? That ain't going to get it done. And I know Deshaun Watson going to make a lot of guys better. I know he will. Deshaun Watson is makeup. He make you, listen, he's a Snapchat filter. Remember everybody was running around? I'm glad y'all stopped doing that, by the way. I'm glad all the women stopped running around with them damn dog ears or alien ears or rabbit ears. That damn Snapchat filter has so many of us fooled. You running around here with this filter looking like this. That don't look like you. You don't look nothing like that. That's what quarterbacks do. That's what quarterbacks do. You be like, man, listen, that dude is a stud. No, he's not. He just played with Aaron Rodgers. That's it. That's all that happened. I give him a C+. Let's get back into the chat. Chat, let's talk about it. C+ for David Bell. What do y'all got going on for David Bell? Let me get there we go. I got a C+ for him. Make sure we can get that up off here. Let's go chat. Hold on, let me take that down real quick. There we go. We see y'all stuff. So let's get to it. David Bell, what do we have for him? Sammy Elway, G. Bush. We needed a possession guy. He's more Jarvis than Wood. Yeah, he's a little Jarvis in that. He got hands. Shout out to Javonte Jackson. He's good at contested catches. I've seen quite a few games. Contested catches. A lot of people saying contested catches for that win. But I need the grades, though. We got to get to the nitty-gritty. Y'all sugarcoating this right now. Everybody, G. Bush, I love his hands. I ain't asked for just hands. I asked for the grade. Hey, Cleveland BCL says B-. Oops, the great B. G Wolves a B. Bell gets a B. Y'all like this dude. Y'all like him. Okay, here we go. Kevin Moore says solid C-. I wanted SD punter. Had a C, but Heartline co-signed him, so I raised it to B-. Fair enough. All hands B. Okay. We got Ernest Badger, C+. He said, get the F out of here. More like B+. Oh, you from Indiana, ain't you? You from Indiana, Ernest. Stop playing with me. I ain't got no problem with it. No disrespect. I hope he come out here and kill everybody. I hope he do his thing. But I don't know at the time. I'm talking about at the time. I was not a fan of Marcus Collins B. Okay. I like that. That's a good rebuttal. Let me put that up there. How fast could Cooper Kupp at the combine? Slow, but good hands gets it open. I like that, man. Make sure it's 159 people in here. Make sure we get 159 likes. Can we listen? You ain't got to even hit the super chat if you don't want to. Just hit that like button. That's what we talking about. Hit that like button. Make sure you support. Make sure you support the channel as well. Subscribe if you have not subscribed to the barbershop. Do that. You could donate on Cash App at $GBush91, or if you're on YouTube, you can always super chat as well. OT Gained is a B-. Ryan Counter is a B-. E.T. Bell Atkins is a B. So at this point, I would agree. I think a lot of people would agree that so far, the Cleveland Browns grade would probably be teetering between a B- and a C+, somewhere about there. If you're doing the math, that's like a 2.85 GPA. That's a 2.85 GPA, right? And everything we looking around and I'm like, okay, we good. We good for now. We okay for now. But one thing happened. This turned my whole day around. This pick turned my whole situation. I was going to come on here and be talking all greasy, but guess what? This man came into the building and shut it down. Talk to him, young homie. Talk to him.
The dog mentality. Come on now. I'm coming in to kill right away with my boys. I'm lined up next to Myles Garrett.
What?
The best defensive end in the game. We finna take this over. It's
Talk
over
to
with.
him.
I'm telling you, it's over with. I'm gonna come in and work every single day till I can't work no more. They will feel me every single day, sir. I'm gonna give it my all on and off the field. Anything that is negative in my game, I will turn into a positive by the beginning of the season. I look to the left of me and I got 9-5 right there. Oh, it's over with. Oh, it's over with. Every third down, every second down, every first down. Man, we're going to get that ball.
Let's get it.
Have you ever met Myles?
Never met him. I'm going to meet him soon, though.
Let's get it.
One of my best friends is on the team, though, Gregory Newsom. So we about to have a blast down there in Cleveland. This is how I wake up, juiced up. To be honest, man, I just woke up at 10:40. It's 11:30, and I'm juiced. No coffee needed.
Talk about this juice and energy, but why is that so important to your game, and what makes you so different?
Man, if you're not playing juiced up, why are you playing this game? I love the game of football, so it's nothing in me to come in there and energized and ready to go every single day. I expected to go early, but to be honest, I needed this. This is a wake-up call, and this gave me all the fuel and all the fire I needed to come into the league and dominate, so I wouldn't change a thing.
Why do you think you're still there today?
Because the Lord saw fit for me to be there today. I'm a dog now, though. I can't complain.
You know, this work ethic and this attitude, this mentality, where does that come from?
Come from having nothing. I come from nothing. I've never had nothing. Anything in my life that I had to get, I had to go get it. Nothing was ever given to me. So that's where it's come from.
Let's go.
This passion, everything about me. I've never had nothing. Anything that I've ever had to get it had to be taken.
Out the mud.
So that's why I live my life the way I live.
We here. Let's go.
But guess what? You ask what I'm going to do next? It's time to work.
Get
From
that
this point
bag.
on, I'm going to work. Because once
get
I
that
get
money.
in there, they're going to have to drag me up out of there. So I'm coming in every single day and putting my best foot forward every single day from this point on.
Let's go. Listen, I ain't getting no money for that. They can demonetize it. I don't care. Demonetize. Let's go. Let's go. Listen, man, if you ain't fired up and ready to go after you heard that, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, young fella. He got me out here wanting to get some snaps. I got 4 more snaps for y'all. 4 whole snaps. This man talking with that. He got the soul of DMX. This dude like, yo, I'm hungry. I'm starving right now. I need a plate. Man, that's the type of dude you trying to go to a bunker with, bro. This dude ain't playing. He changed y'all's whole draft. Listen, I don't care. Shout out to Cleveland.com, courtesy of Cleveland.com. That clip is courtesy of them. I don't care if I'll get demonetized for that. Don't demonetize me. Don't do that. But let's go. It's like I come from nothing. What you know about that man? Listen, he can't get no 9 to 5. That man ain't working he's not capable of doing nothing else but what he doing. He'll tell you, hey, I ain't cut out for the office. He can't go get no office job. He can't say if this don't work out, hey, listen, I can always fall back on something, but big homie G Bush. He can't fall back on nothing. If you ain't got no goosebumps hearing that young man talk that talk, if you know, you know. Man. Oh my goodness. See, this is difference, man. See, a lot of y'all cats think I'm just in the media. You think I just be up here talking that talk. Listen, I don't care nothing about these microphones, bro. That's what I'm about. I don't care nothing about none of that. Let me go. That's what I'm talking about. That right there. We got us one. We got one. Mark it down. Book it. We got us one. That. Man, I'm over here. I got chills, man. I done sweated out my jersey. Let's get to these comments, man. If you can't feel that, bro. If y'all don't know what y'all talking about, that like forget the pleasantries, bro. All that buddy. This dude talking about coming out here getting that bag, bro. He said, I needed that. I needed that. What you know about that, though? See, God will humble you sometimes. He got to humble you sometimes. See, I know for a fact I'm winning right now, but there was a point in time in my life where if God would have gave me some money, I'd have been out of here. I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle no success. I couldn't handle no blessings. He talking real right now. Shoot, he said I had to be here like that. Come on now. He keeps, man, let me put it. Let G Bush stop. You getting emotional, G Bush. Put his tag up. What you got? Who you got for Perrion Winfrey? A-. Let's go. Got no time for that. And if you ain't got no A up, you tripping. He saved the Cleveland Browns draft. That's why he's on the cover of this thumbnail. That's why I got his video up. And that's why I just threw my hat. Let me put my hat back on. I don't have a lineup. I'm sorry. There we go. We're right back. Let me get to this. Let me get to the comments. Man, I guess you calm down. What you got on Perrion Winfrey? Put it in there, chat. Put the grades in there, chat. Who you got on Perrion Winfrey? Let's go. All right, here we go. Let me see. A-. Let's go. Chad Tucker, we in the building. My man Soul Train, I appreciate the super chat. It's funny that the Browns drafted 3 OU players. Hey, listen, he kind of actually drafted his buddy like two picks later. He drafted his buddy 2 picks later, and they got a receiver. We'll talk about them soon. My son about to go to Purdue. He gave that guy a B-. So I think where we at? Here we go, Perrion. Okay, there we go. Winfrey, A+. John Randall, Clubber Lang, had a baby. His name is Perrion. Oh, there we go. Sammy, A plus, baby. Oh, he just gave me, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, let's keep it more. Listen, A plus, John Brown, A plus, 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 plus. Hey, Perrion Winfrey, yo, it's just, you know what it is. A plus, let's keep it moving. Hey, beast mode. He's nasty. He even got his dogs on the shirt. My goodness, man. Listen, how many times we didn't watch the Browns players? How many times we didn't watch the Browns and we say, y'all soft. Y'all can't tackle nobody. They letting quarterbacks scramble and get up and do first down. First down. Hey, I guarantee you. By the way, listen, I'm a grown man. What if you saw, and I'm not scared. I mean, but if you saw Perrion Winfrey and Malik Mcdowell, like, man, Malik McDowell is like bona fide crazy. He's bona fide crazy. He fights cops and doesn't die. What black man fights cops and does not get shot? Just do. Malik McDowell got a special type of, he got a special type of a game on him. Like, he's so intimidating to listen. He trips out in public and the cops be like, listen, sir, would you please, for the safety of everyone involved, please just calm down, Malik. Just calm down. Whew. I don't want no parts of them. Perrion Winfrey, A. We got so many A's. Let's just keep it moving. A. Listen, it's the A's. Listen, I would show all y'all's A's, but then we were having this is the pick of the draft. Let's get back to it. All right, let's go. Next pick up, I believe they drafted this guy. I believe they drafted that guy. Now, this kicker is very, very controversial, right? Because when you look at this, man, I believe that the Browns were justified in taking the kicker. Cade York out of LSU. He's the projected highest kicker that's been taken since 2014 or 2016, one of the two. He kicks 51-yarders like it's his job. And I'm tired of seeing the Browns miss field goals every way but north. I'm tired of people seeing these kicks hit the uprights. I'm tired of seeing us lose games because we can't kick extra points. And people say, never spend any draft picks on kickers. You're so dumb. Listen, I'm spending it all on what I need. It ain't about what people talking about. It's about what you do. So let me go ahead and give my man Cade York a B. I got to give it a B. Got to. And the reason I got to give it a B is because this is a need position. And for once, people in our front office, now listen, they've drafted kickers before. Let's be truthful. Zane Gonzalez, they drafted him, but he was trash. They drafted another kicker. His name escapes me. But they got him, Austin Seibert. They got him up out of here. 250 in the chat right now. 250 live. Let's get that. Let's go ahead and make sure we hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave those comments in there. You could actually super chat as well on YouTube. Also, make sure you hit that Cash App at $GBush91, $GBush91. Cade York out of LSU. I told you I gotta listen. I'm gonna give this a B. Now, this is controversial. When I ask you for your grades, you give me your grades. Hey, let me get your grades for the situation. Now, keep in mind, some people don't like drafting kickers. I ain't got no problem with it. Chase McLaughlin had a 74 kicking rating as far as in terms of making field goals, which is worse than the league. Can't kick the ball out the back of the end zone. Let's get this man signed up. Listen, how many times do you see Justin Tucker just dominate for the Ravens? I'll pick him on my fantasy team every single year. You know why? Justin Tucker never freaking misses. Let's get to these comments. What do you got for the kicker? Let's see. Oh yeah, this is a good one. A, if it works out. I like it. B+ for that. Like it. B, so far. Mr. Swain, B+, we needed a kicker so many times. Our spirit has been broken on bad kicks. We've been asking for Phil Dawson for how many years? Speaking of, C+, I hope he learns from Phil. Bengals and Ravens won crucial games because of the kicker. That is a weapon, man. Especially when you in Cleveland. We got to at some point use this to our advantage. We need to use the kicking and use the weather to our advantage. We need to be able to kick these field goals and make them, and the other team can't. Let's see. B, but LSU again. Yeah, we got a pipeline in LSU. We draft only LSU and Oklahoma players, by the way. That's what we do. The kicker, B. Give them a kicker, B. We're not going to waste too much time on the kicker. Let's keep it moving. We got to keep this thing rolling along the train tracks. And let's get to another one that I thought was super fire. And I think this guy, he's going to make some waves. He's going to make some waves. Let me get him in here. There we go. Let's get him up in here. I think he's gonna really make some waves. And we're gonna take you're not Kate York. Get out of here. Jerome Ford. Now, I got a lot of people that are subscribers that are from all around the country, all around the place, right? This guy right here, if you in the state of Ohio, you know about him. I watched this guy about 4 or 5 times, and this dude, by the way, can move. This guy has that breakaway speed. You go back and watch the game against Houston. I watched that game in person. Go back and watch some of these games. Go back and watch some games against primetime candidates. This Jerome Ford cat can move. I'm telling you this. He get in the open, he's powerful. He reminds me of just like Chubb and Kareem Hunt, the way he works, the way he hits the hole. It's crazy. They got him in the 5th round. And I'm sitting here thinking like, man, they got Dearness Johnson. Well, like, why would you take him? And I was like, man, this guy's nice. He's dead nice, man. I mean, this dude is the guy that when you guys watch the preseason, watch when the preseason come around. Jerome Ford is going to be a dude you need to be watching. He's a dude. Listen, I'm telling you, he got good feet in the hole, jump cut ability, catch the ball out of the backfield, good hands, good vision. The guy's gonna listen. It's gonna be a tough way to make this team playing running back. It's tough, man. Hey, Demetric Felton. Yo, Demetric Felton. Ooh, you might want to get your life together. This dude is going to compete. He's going to compete, and he's one of the dudes that I really feel it could be an impact player for the Browns. So let's get right to it. I gave this a B+. I gave it a B+, man. Jerome Ford, I got a B+. And the reason I got is because you don't see that type of breakaway speed in a package, and you got it in the 5th round. Guys like this is the reason why people say, G. Bush, you can always get it back. Don't give it back. Don't waste a 1st-round pick on a running back. Don't be extending these dudes to another contract. Never do that. I'm like, what? They kind of right. And this is one of the dudes that's really getting it. Let's get back to the chat. What do you guys think? Give me your grades for Jerome Ford. I really like this guy. 304 people listening, watching live. I want to thank every last single one of you for jumping in this joint and making it a thing. This is the exact reason. If you don't know, I'm going to just throw it out there. Obviously, you probably might know now. I'm going to be one of the co-hosts on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. And the reason I'm going to be a host on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show is you. Every last single one of the supporters who supported the barbershop, who supported G. Bush, who supported the movement. Guys, when I was doing live streams, and it was just you, me, and the Cavs at 10:30 at night on the West Coast swing, when I was doing the joints, when I had the terrible background, a lot of y'all been supporting me since day one, before I had a logo, before I had any of this. And guess what? It just goes to show you, for any guys out there, I won't be on my soapbox too much, but for all of you guys out there, You can make it by investing in yourself. You can make it out here. All you do is put your time, energy, money, and effort into putting out a great product. And I am here all today because of you people. I work 1 day or 2 days a week on the radio, and guess what? I've gotten a top 30 most interesting people in Cleveland Scene magazine. That's because of y'all. I've been able to get on this show because of y'all. And I want to continue to thank every single one of you. And people, when people say, yo, you gonna still do the barbershop? Barbershop, what do you mean? That belongs to the people. Of course I am. I don't care how much I get. I don't care whatever I get. We still gonna come in here and we're gonna kick it and talk. So let me get off my soapbox and let's keep it moving. Let me get that grade for Jerome Ford. Let's go. Let's go. Where we at? Let me see. B plus. Spencer, I got you. Call me Nancy. Nancy has him at a C. Oh, come on, Nancy. Come on. Oh my goodness, man. I got to put this up here. Congratulations. I appreciate that, man. Y'all cats is killing me. Chad, you got him at a C2? You got it at C2? Come on, John. Bring it home. B plus. Okay, B plus for Ford. Leonard Miller. A plus. Y'all see you rallying now. See you rallying. I like that. I like that. My man is B. I like that. A minus. I like it. Baltimore Ravens put a special clinic on how to draft the 2020 True Draft. It's now known as the Special Ravens Draft. I thought the Ravens, by the way, little side, I thought the Ravens did a good job. Beautiful job. They bold. Sammy Elway at A, Karen B plus. It looks like a great ad to the Wrecking Crew. Like it. And B, looking for the future. By the way, that kind of looks like when you're looking for the future, Kareem Hunt. We got to look at that. I hate to say it. We're going to some of these picks. Kareem Hunt. We're looking at it. Let's get this. Let's get back here. So yeah, we got Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford at a B plus. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll continue to go. Matter of fact, tomorrow, if you guys are listening and you're moving around, I will be back. I will be recapping. I'll be right back on 92.3 The Fan. You can check me out 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The game never stops. We don't quit. And don't forget, coming up March 9th, set your schedules. March 9th, subscribe to the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show on YouTube. Make sure you do that. We came out with a bunch of announcements. You can follow the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. Just really easy. It's on there. It's great hosts. You got Adam the Bull from formerly of 92.3 The Fan is on here. He'll be on there. We got my man Jay Crawford, who is formerly of Cold Pizza, one of the guys that's one of the pioneers, titans in the game, man. Our executive producer is the guy who executive produced the best sports show, the best damn sports show, period. He's doing it. We got Mike Polk Jr. is on this show, man. We got the mayor of Warrensville Heights on there. Matter of fact, and the great thing about it is every single week we out here talking to the top names. We're getting Tim Couch. We get DeQuell Jackson. We got Joe Thomas. We'll get Cavs players. We'll get Guardians players. So make sure you subscribe to that on YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button because we're going to have it coming. We got it ready to go. I mean, it's the best of both worlds, man. You still got the barbershop with your boy. You still got Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. We out here expanding. We out here expanding in the place. It's looking good out here, man. I appreciate it. Let's get to these last couple ones, and we'll get y'all on the road, tighten y'all up, and get y'all up on the road. Here's another guy. Let's get to your boy Mike. This guy right here, Michael Woods II. Now this dude. When you get down to this point, you know what it is. I like this guy a little bit. He's a 6th-round pick. I think he has some length to himself. I think he has an opportunity to do something. I think he can get vertical a little bit. He was a kid that transferred from Arkansas, and so I like it. I like what he can do. I like his vertical. I think he doesn't have quick twitch ability. He reminds me of a poor man's Jerry Jeudy. Came out of Alabama, plays for the Denver Broncos now. A little long, a little bit lankier. I think he can, if he can develop, he could be a guy that could be somebody, right? This ain't that easy. Man, I done messed the man's name up. But Joe Woods, the second, Michael Woods the second. I give him a C. Y'all get it. I give Woods a C. Now, I'm not hating on him. He could turn out to be a good ball player, but when you drafted in the third round, and fourth round, and fifth round, and all the way down to the fifth and sixth rounds, you end up with a little bit of a grade that's between decent, average. You can't say he's trash or nothing like that. It's just waiting to see. I always, when somebody asks me about the grades, unless somebody is a first round talent and they got hurt and that slipped all the way down to the seventh round, or they had off the field stuff, but they was supposedly going to go in the first top 10 picks, I can't give you no grade bigger than a C, because I don't know what, it's a crapshoot at that point. I'm not going to say you're completely trash and give you an F, but I'm not going to just be jumping up and down to give you no A, because at that point it's an uphill battle of making a team. So, throw it in the chat what we got for my man Michael Woods II. A lot of people is definitely lockstep. C for my man. Jeffrey, he's a project. Facts. Marcus, C. Karen, also C. B with Watson effect. Let's see. G. Bush, my son said, Bell's high school coach said Browns got a steal in draft at receiver. Son's coach said he hated playing Bell's team because of him, said he had hands of glue. I think that he's a guy that's going to be, I think they plagued him as the new Jarvis. He's the new Jarvis, man. C plus. C, maybe a good player. Got a B right here. All right. 319 people right now watching live. I appreciate every 319 of y'all. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's make sure we can get this video up there. So we, without your likes, YouTube don't show the videos. So that's the new thing. Without liking and without commenting, without being interactive, YouTube don't show it. So I want to thank you guys for what you've done. You can also super chat if you want to on YouTube. You can also hit me at $GBush91 on Cash App as well. 327. Keep moving on with that. Let's keep it moving. We got one more, and this guy isn't really. I don't really have his thing up yet, and that's because he just got drafted as I was messing around with this thing. So he got drafted and was moving around, and I was just like, oh, I don't have enough time to get to it. Let's get this out. I was like, I don't have really enough time to get to it, but it's another guy from the University of Oklahoma. Like we said, we only draft players from Oklahoma and LSU. So let's get to Isaiah Thomas. Now, Isaiah Thomas is a guy who is more decorated than Perrion Winfrey. He's a guy that is definitely got more sacks, 18 and a half sacks over his career at Oklahoma. He's done some really nice things. He's a little smaller than the rest of the defensive linemen. He's a quick twitch end, 250 some odd pounds. He can get upfield. He can be disruptive. I think he needs to be more physical at the point of attack. I think sometimes it gets washed a little bit when watching him when they're running the football. And a lot of times when defensive ends are rush guys and guys that are used to just getting upfield and are kind of one-trick ponies, when teams run on them, you can get gashed tough. So he lacks a physical punch. I would like to see more aggressiveness and hand placement, but he is a little smallish. But the thing that he's going to be on the field to do is rush the passer. They're not going to ask him to be in the middle doing all this other type stuff and moving around. He's going to be strictly a strategic pass rusher. I give him a C plus for this. And the reason I give him a C plus is because he does have production. You can't take that level of production away from him. I think that shows a level of it just shows that you can play the game. It's not all about what you do in shorts. It's not all about just looking the part. You actually got to play the game. And so for that part, I could have went with a regular C. I went with C+ because I liked his production at Oklahoma. So in general, if you had to ask me as we wrap this thing up, if you asked me exactly, G. Bush, where do you have the Browns sitting here? I think when we wrap this thing up and you put a nice little cute little bow in the situation, there's some things that the Cleveland Browns need to do moving forward. Let me get this off the screen so I can see my people. Some of the things that we need to do moving forward is there's 2 or 3 things that need to still happen after the draft. To me, I think Bell took Jarvis Landry off the table. I look at him being a guy who kind of has the same characteristics as Jarvis Landry. I'd love to have Jarvis back. Love to have Jarvis Landry back. But Jarvis, he did a visit down in New Orleans. And at the time, he was actually asking for $20 million a year. I say, bro, if you weren't getting that 12 to 15 here, what makes you think you can get that 20? So for me, I would love to have him back. But if you look at the roster, you got a Demetric Felton, you got the Bell guy, you got Anthony Schwartz, you got Donovan Peoples-Jones, you still got Amari Cooper. You went out and got the guy Woods. Here's what I'm going to tell you about that. There's going to be a Deshaun Watson effect. And that Deshaun Watson effect is this. Everybody's going to level up. Everybody's skill level is going to jump a little bit. You're going to look around and you're going to say the guys that weren't open, heck, why they open now? That's because Deshaun Watson is putting the football on them. The plays that should be audible, that Baker or other quarterbacks won't audible out of because they don't know the play recognition. He's going to audible and get them into the best plays. The plays Kevin Stefanski wouldn't call because he's like, yo, I'm scared my quarterback is going to turn the football over. He's going to call those plays and be more aggressive downfield, giving these guys an opportunity to catch the ball. So everybody realizes, like we said, a quarterback makes you look better than what you really are. So the Anthony Schwartz of the world, the Feltons of the world, those guys are going to get better. And in turn, you might not miss Jarvis Landry because you got other guys that are stepping up. Now, when it comes to the Jadeveon Clowney, no. Jadeveon Clowney, if you listen to Andrew Berry, Jadeveon Clowney is a must. Jadeveon Clowney is a must get to get back here for the Cleveland Browns. It makes Myles Garrett a better player. It makes the Browns defense faster. It makes the Browns defense more dynamic. It makes them dangerous. You need to get Jadeveon Clowney back here and get it together. And I think some of the reason that they moved back in that second round is the fact that Baker Mayfield has $18 million still left on them books. They could have stayed there and paid a second-round pick, but guess what? Second-round picks is kind of more pricey, ain't they? And I think when you're looking at $18 million, everybody around the league is like, we're not going to do you no favors. We already kind of mad at you anyway because you messed it up for us. You messed it up. It's the rich guy's handshake. The rich guy's handshake. And you're like, what G. Bush, what's the rich guy's handshake? See, when you rich, there's unwritten rules. There's unwritten rules to the game. It's just like when you go to a bar and you meet your buddy and your buddy says, hey man, good to see you, man. Ain't seen you in a long time. You got let's get this thing going. He buys you a shot. When he buy you a shot, he buy you the up top stuff. He buy you a Hennessy. He gets you a Grey Goose. You take the shot, man. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Everybody knows this. You are obligated to reciprocate that drink back. And it has to be in a timely fashion. Don't be getting up, moving around from the bar, moving, going to the bathroom, ordering food, and then dip up out. You know you got about a half hour to get that drink reciprocated back to my boy, right? That's rule one. And on top of it, if that man got you Hennessy, the equivalent is Crown Royal. You better not get that man no wild turkey or none of that medium stuff. If he want top, you got to go top. That's the rules. That's the rich person rule. If he said, yo, what you drinking? And you say Grey Goose, you at least got to reciprocate the Grey Goose or the Belvedere. We all know this is rich people one-on-one. Do not reciprocate a lower form of something. And you better watch out too. You don't know what your pocket's looking like. You can't really go out. You go out with some buddies and you meet another buddy. You done had to buy that Belvedere or that Crown, and another boy do you like, J. Bush, what's going on, buddy? Let me get you a drink. He give you that drink. You like, man, you don't know my pockets. Hold on, let me count my money. I don't got no. My wife's tripping. Let me get back to the spot. I carry the one. The way my checking and savings is set up, I don't really got I need to get that direct deposit. Is Huntington open? Man, you know Huntington be looking around. Huntington get your check 2 days. No. You see, they come in there and give you that shot. You're like, dang, bro, I gotta give you a shot too. No, you just keep your shot. And that's the reason you say, G. Bush, what are you talking about? You're rambling. Let's get back to it. Okay. The analogy is this. They looking at the Haslam's like, Jimmy, you know good and well, we don't be offering nobody no guaranteed deals. You messed around. And because you was thirsty, you told Deshaun Watson that you was going to do this. He said, what are you talking about, Garrett? He said, Deshaun Watson, you told him he was doing this. He's like, Deshaun, you don't want to sign with the Browns? How's about this? He's like, what does that mean? I got to put it in subtitles or something? He's like, that's a sign of us ripping up that old contract, giving to you a new one. These people was like, G. Bush. These people was like, come on, Jimmy. Jimmy, come on now. You got thirsty. You gave him a $230 million deal. Now the rest of us got to give these deals out. You know good and well you ain't supposed to be doing that. Now you in the rich boys club. You in the good old boys club. But here's one thing that we not going to do. We're not going to do that anymore. And if you think that we're going to take that $18 million off your hand for Baker, we're not. We'll wait till hell will freeze over before we give you any dimes on Baker. That's why Baker can't move nowhere. They like, Carolina's like, nope, stop. We'll draft Mac. We'll draft Corral. We'll take him. Only thing we got left to do is we can get with Seattle, but we're going to have to take 12 to 14 million. We're going to have to eat that. I'm sorry. I'm letting y'all know that right now. We're not getting nothing for it. And it's the retaliation for that Deshaun Watson move, because they still mad at that. They said, no. You done messed the whole economy up. You know he wasn't never going to come to you, and you out here caking. You out here ripping up, playing Captain Kirk, ripping up and giving guaranteed contract. They got to have that money in escrow. You know, owners like the regular owners, like the Cincinnati owners, they like, if we giving guaranteed deals out, I got to have that money in escrow. I can't touch it. That's like $190 million I got to keep there. Nope, they don't like that. They're going to make the Browns eat every one of that little 18 million Baker got. We might chalk that up. And we might have to put something with it. These comments is out of control. Man, as always, let's get to this, man. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and end this off right. I got 420 people in the chat, man. I want to salute every one of y'all 420 people. Y'all ain't got to give me nothing. Just go ahead, hit that like button. That's how y'all can show your appreciation. Show your appreciation by hitting that like button. And what we're going to do is we're going to get up out of here. Let's get that roll call. It's been a while. Been a while since we got that roll call. Let's get a roll call. You know, G. Bush is in the building. I represent a couple of things. We need to know where you at, where you calling from in this great country on a great Browns draft day. I'm G. Bush. I'm always representing 330. You know what it is. I'm in Lakewood right now. Stand up. 216 is in the building. 440 is in the building. 234 is in the building. Shout out to the 614, man. Shout out Chris Foreman, Booker, Shine, everybody. Let's get it, man. Where y'all from? Yeah, 420, baby. Let's go. Let's get them on. Orlando, Florida is in the building. let's go. Let's keep it going. Listen, PA is in the building. My man. 330 in the building. Let's get it. Shout out to Ukraine, by the way. Hey, prayers out there, Ukraine, man. We with you. We riding with you. 216 in the building. 313 is in the building. Let's keep it moving. 614-330. And of course, Cleveland Heights. Yo, what's up, man? Hey, Perry Nuclear Power Plant. Shout out to you. Stay safe down there, man. Let's get it. Hard Knocks, Tennessee in the building, man. Hey, Jackson, 330, Ohio Hall of Fame City. We here. 330 is deep. Reese, what's up, man? 814, John Brown. 216 is here. We got a Dominican Republic. We everywhere. We doing our thing. 440. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Catch is out here. King, North Carolina. I love it. Hey, Catch is putting their addresses out here. These cats got their whole address. 216-614. Dallas is in the building. Everybody, 216 is always in the building. Cleveland is already here. Berea High School graduate 99. Kingsport, Tennessee. Is that Wickenburg, Arizona? AK Ron. Ooh. Yeah, London, Ohio in the building. Madison, let's do it. UTW. Yes, Denver's in the building. Scott Hughes, draft was awful. We got all the project X Bell and Perry. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Let's see, 361 Texans, Toledo's here. The Netherlands, we getting it. Long Beach, California, stay up. 440 is here. VA, shout out to VA, shout out to Timberland, shout out to Pharrell. Golden State Garden State in the building. I'm supposed to say Golden State, Garden State. Amen on Ukraine. We were Ukraine. 740 is in the building. ATL Shawty. Menor, Ohio is in here. NC, Pennsylvania. We here. Youngstown, Columbia, South Carolina, man. The Trenches, 105 in Superior is in here. Connecticut, Ohio, we in here. Dallas, Texas. Where's this at? Monticello, we here. Let's see. The Land in the building. We continue to see Las Vegas, 702. Shout out to 702. Arizona, Tucson. Kansas City, Missouri is here. Hey, we growing. Macedonia is here. We got so many different things, man. I want to thank every single one of you for dropping in. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thank you. We rocking and rolling. Make sure you check out coming up May 8th. Or is it May 9th? I think it's May 9th. May 8th. Hold on. Let me make sure. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let's see. May. Yeah. Yep. May 8th. Make sure you check that out. Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. You need to get on the movement. Let's keep it going. Barbershop's not going nowhere. Still continue to check me out. 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Make sure you get ready to rock and roll for this Browns tailgate this season. I'm in there too. We'll be in the Browns tailgate. I'm not going nowhere with that. Make sure you check out and by the way, I got another announcement coming next week. I got another special gig coming up. God is blessing. He's blessing boys out here, man. Thanks for all you guys. You never know. You never know when I might show up. So the only thing y'all got the ability to do is listen for the Clippers. Peace.